Hey guys, and welcome to Saturday's program. So to begin with, we're going to do 5 rounds of 10 plank into downward dog, 5 pike press-ups, and 10 lunge and twist. So for the plank into downward dog, we're going to be in that high plank position, get nice and flat with the back, bringing your bum up into the air, shooting your chest towards your knees, downward dog, back into plank. Okay, 2, and so on. For the pike press up, we're going to be in our TP position with our bum up in the air, and we're going to get that head down to the floor, pressing back up again. You can also do that on the knees if you need to, but we want to get our weight a little bit more over the tops of our shoulders, okay, rather than in a press up position. We'll be pushing that way, hence bum up in the air. For the lunge and twist, we lunge forward, take the arms, and I want you to twist over the leg that's up, a little bit like you're trying to crack your back. Kind of standing, lunge, twist. Okay, 10 of those. Now for our strength, we're doing 6 sets of a complex of push press, push jerk, and split jerk. If you don't know what those things are, I'm going to give you an alternative in a minute. But for those of you who have been with us for a little while and are familiar with those 3 movements, we've got a varying rep scheme from between 2 and 5, depending on what you have to work with. So if we've got a barbell, we're going to be doing, let's just say, I'm going to choose 3. So I'm going to do 3 push press, keeping my heels on the floor. Push press. Okay, 3 of those bad boys. And then I'm going to go for 3 push jerk, or I drop into a squat underneath, dip, drop, drop, dip, drop, drop. And then 3 split jerk, where I jump into a split position, dip, bring my feet together, okay, and then 3 of those. We're looking for an RP of probably 8, 8.5 for all of those movements together. The push press should be the heavier or more challenging weight-wise of the 3 movements because the other ones are more efficient. But if you're newer to, say, the split jerk, it might be that that one feels more awkward just because you're not as used to it. If you have a single item, then we'll do obviously something similar, but we'll do a set on each side. So it might be that I do 3 push press on one arm, and then 3 push jerk on that arm, keeping my arm as close to my ear as I can. And then, just to play around with a bit of fun, we're going to do 3 split jerk, single arm, and then I'm going to do the same thing again with my other arm. So 3 and 3, but go through the whole complex on one side first. Let's stick with 3s. Unless your weight is really light, and doing 3 of each of those doesn't really do too much for you. In which case, try 4, 5, maybe even 6. But the coach will help you to figure out your rep scheme. Now, if you've never done a push jerk or a split jerk before, then we're going to work on a strict press and push press combination instead. Okay, so same concept. We're going to do a set of strict press, so no legs at all, just arms. You can do the same thing, single arm. Okay, no bend in the legs, just pressing up overhead. And then the push press, just using those legs, a little bit of a dip, and a punch up overhead. Okay, so a dip and a punch up overhead. So rather than do 3 movements, you'll do the 2 movements, and we'll try to find the same RPE of 8. So you do your work, and in your head you're like, yeah, I could probably do 2 more, but that would be about it. So we've got a lot of opportunity to play around with those movements and those complexes. Then for the workout, descending ladder, so the rep scheme goes down, starting with 21, then 18, 15, 12, 9, 6, 3. We've got 2 movements for you, thrusters and burpees. So for those of you with barbells, those thrusters will be 42.5 or 30. Going to be doing our front squat Into our overhead press is a barbell thruster or with a weight. Again, single arm, front squat, into an overhead press, that's one thruster. And then just a regular old burpee. Chest to floor, stand tall with a little jump and clap at the top. 21, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6, 3. 21 thrusters, 21 burpees. 18 thrusters, 18 burpees. 15, 15, 12, 12, 9, 9, 6, 6, 3, 3. If 42.5 and 30 is too heavy for you, then scale it back. So it's going to be a lot of barbell thrusters. Don't be afraid to scale that back. And if we need to, we'll put a time cap on the workout in class anyway. So have some fun. It's going to be spicy, and we're going to play around with some of our barbell movements and the strength. Any questions? Have them ready for your coach. See you on Zoom.